Hello, hello. Hi there, ladies. Thank you for jumping on. We'll just wait another minute or so and see if we get a few more people. Just make sure it's all set up, ready to go. You know what technology is like. All right. Now, can you just let me know in the chat? You can hear me, you can see me. Everything's good. Just make sure I can share my screen. Okay. Hi, Jeanette. Thanks for coming on. Okay, can everyone see my screen okay? I think last time I forgot to share my screen and I was just talking the whole time. So I want to make sure you can see the content as well. Excellent. Awesome. All right, well, let's get started. So I am recording this, so if you don't catch it all, don't worry, I can send you the replay as well. And today I'm going to share with you a little bit about personal branding. So one of my favorite things. So building your authentic personal brand to create a flow of raving clients that will pay you what you're worth. Okay, so do you feel like you're taking every job that comes your way because you can't afford to say no? And are you struggling to go full-time in your business because you feel like you're hustling all the time and it's not really going anywhere? I know exactly how you feel. For years and years, felt like I was swimming upstream. I was comparing myself to everyone else and wondering why I couldn't get a consistent stream of clients that weren't bargain shoppers. So today I want to work with you in how to build a personal brand that can bring you consistent clients and people that are willing to pay you what you're worth. The good news is once you build your personal brand, you can earn money even when 95% of people say no to your primary opportunity, product or service. Because you're your brand, the bigger your brand is, the more you have to offer and the more money you can make. So who is this for? So for small business owners, anyone looking to start a business opportunity either from home or as a small brick and mortar business, network marketers, social media influencers, anyone that's kind of an entrepreneur, sole trader, and especially creatives because that's very much you need to be your personal brand. So artists, photographers, makeup artists, that sort of thing. Anyone looking to gain traction online for their business. Who is it not for? Anyone looking for a get-rich-quick scheme? I'm afraid personal branding is not something that happens overnight. It takes a long time to kind of get all those pieces together and build that momentum. People know who you are. Anyone not willing to get outside of their comfort zone and make it happen. So you need to be in front of people. You need to get out there. And sometimes it is very much stepping outside of your comfort zone, but like anything, practice makes perfect. Anyone that's happy staying in their 9-to-5 grind and not willing to live their passion. That's what this is all about. I believe if you could live a bigger life, you do have a moral responsibility to do it. So who am I? I've been a professional photographer for 15 years. I currently own an all-female studio. This here behind me is my studio. This is called Bolt Studios. In here we've got Leonie Bolt Photography, and I also own Shoot for the Stars, which is a personal branding event corporate photography business. I've been published in magazines and blogs in Australia and across the world. Featured recently on the Hot and Healthy podcast. I'm a personal branding expert and coach, professional network marketer, wife and mum to 2 little girls. So when I opened my studio, I realised there was a lot more to what I could do in empowering women because that's what we do here. So I've taken a much more holistic approach on how we can do this. So I help people with their mindsets, help create lasting confidence, not just something that you get a pretty picture and you get to take it home. So it's all about creating lasting confidence and also giving women in business the tools to create a successful business and be confident that they're on the right track, because you're not alone. So this is a little excerpt from my recent podcast on the Hot and Healthy show that they've lovely put up nice and pretty and sent out to me. So when you're projecting one thing for your business and another thing personally, you create if you've got a disjunction between the platforms, people can see through that. So basically what that's saying is people have the ability now to see a lot more of your life. So if you're not being authentic with yourself and you're trying to be something that you're not, people are going to see through that fakeness. And so they're not going to trust you, which is what personal branding is all about. Authenticity is key. I know this is all a big buzzword right now, authenticity, but it's so, so true when it comes to being your personal brand. Because like I just said, if you're faking it and people can see through it, then they're not going to trust you. Here's a little case study of some personal branding work we did recently. So this is Carly. She's a professional makeup artist. She also runs a skincare and wellness business. And she really needed some personal branding images to create that expert status for herself. So we took her from selfie queen to expert status. So we worked on some cohesive, creative content that she could then use across her different platforms to help build her expert status and create a real brand for herself. So Carly left a lovely testimonial. As a makeup artist, I'm never on the other side of the camera, and I was nervous about how the images would reflect my personality. I love the pics that I received, and they do reflect my own unique power. Leonie put me at ease and guided me through the process, so I was comfortable and my own vibe really did come through. And if you stay till the end of the webinar, I'm going to send you my little PDF with 3 things to elevate your profile. Nice, simple, easy steps. So to start with, what is a brand? A brand is a lot more than your logos and your color scheme, right? So you've got to start with your ethos. What do you stand for? What are your values? Your interaction and experience with your audience create that wow factor. Your influence, you've got to create emotion as well. And your perception and value. So create those raving fans that will pay you what you're worth and are not just budget cutting and taking the cheapest person out there. You don't want to be that person. That is how you burn out, and it's not a path to creating a successful business. So I'm sure you've all seen these brands before. So when we see a logo like this, we go automatically, yes, I know this brand. You may like it, you may not like it, but that doesn't matter. But just for instance, say you've just moved out of home. Mum's always bought Colgate. You've always used Colgate. Colgate's in the house. You go to do your first lot of shopping when you first moved out of home. You don't know anything else other than Colgate. It may not be the cheapest, but it's highly likely that you're going to buy the Colgate because you don't know any different. That's the brand that you've grown up with, and that's the power of having a good brand. So what's a personal brand versus a business brand? So the pros and cons of having a personal brand is that it's flexible. You can do a multitude of things under the umbrella that is you, and you can help a lot more people, and you can have a lot more products and services because it's very flexible. You just build that know, like, trust factor with your audience, and it can grow with you. You become an expert in whatever it is that you're doing. The cons are you need to build it first, and people need to know who you are to build that personal brand. It takes time. The business brand, pros and cons. So a business brand is easier to sell. So if you're building a business to sell, you can't sell it as you. You have to have a brand that you can then go, yeah, okay, here it is, sold. And some people want that for their business. It's also easily recognizable by the logo, by, the tagline, whatever. This is what we do. The cons are it is harder to build and it doesn't grow with you. So if you feel like you know, all of a sudden things have changed and you're not really happy there, or the industry is just not working like it used to. It's very hard to just grow that into something else. You may remember Kodak decided not to grow into the digital age, and now they no longer exist because they couldn't see past film photography. Good news is you can have both. I've just got a few examples here. So we all know who Michelle Bridges is. She is from The Biggest Loser show. She went on to develop the 12-week challenge, which started as a group fitness session and is now completely online because it blew out of control. And that was the only way that she could deal with the amount of people that she had coming to her for help. She's gone on to develop her own fitness products, publish books, be paid as a guest presenter and speaker, and of course on the front page of Women's Weekly. Who wouldn't want that? And all because she built it as her personal brand. Naomi Simpson from Shark Tank started with the Red Balloon and then grew it into Red Group, which encompasses a lot of other businesses under that umbrella. And her signature style in her personal brand is that she always wears red. So your personal brand, you know, comes across in the way that you project yourself to your audience as well. I'm sure she doesn't wear red every single day, but when she's out in the public and she wants to be known as the Red Balloon Lady, that's what she does. And of course, you've got Richard Branson, who has a business brand in Virgin, and that has a lot of different avenues as well: Virgin Money, Virgin Australia, Virgin Cola. But because he's built his personal brand and people know who he is, and he's a very well-known entrepreneur, you know, now when you see his book in the airport when you're about to jump on a flight, it's likely that you'll buy it. If you didn't know who he was, then you'd just be like, I have no idea what that book's about, so why would I buy it? All because he's built a personal brand as well as a business brand. So people buy from people that they know, like, and trust. And they come back because of how we make them feel. It's all about the experience. So your personal brand sits between how you see yourself and how others see you. So sometimes, especially when you're first starting out, you may need to project into future you, which can be a bit scary. So basically you're saying, okay, I'm confident, I know what I'm doing, I'm an expert in the industry, even if you might not feel like it, because people don't necessarily see the fear, they see the confident you saying, this is me and this is what I do. So you need to be confident in what you're trying to build and sell, so that people will see that you, and you can grow into that. It's a little bit faking it till you make it, but you've still got to be authentic. It's still you, it's just confident you. It's, you know, you still got to be authentic. And that will build over time. It's like anything, practice makes perfect. You know, you've just got to practice getting in front of people, practice your business, practice your craft, and create that expert status. Because first impressions take 1/10 of a second to make a judgment. So people see you and they see the way that you dress and you act and you talk, and they've instantly got an impression of you. So how are your ideal clients seeing you? I just want to share a little story. I was talking to a couple of girls earlier in the week who were in the dating game, and of course things have changed a lot in the dating game recently. You know, everybody's got the apps and they're swiping, and basically, you know, you're making that first impression, swipe left, swipe right, and it's that easy. You know, people now are judged so quickly, and even when you go to the first date, straight away in your head you're like, bow, 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 nah, no second date for you. So it works in the dating game and it works in business. It works everywhere. So this is a great little story I wanted to share with you. This is a quote from Greg Secker. All human beings ensure their behaviour is consistent with their identity. So what does that mean? Well, let me tell you this little story. So Greg is a millionaire Forex trader. So on the stock market or whatever, you know, it's a little bit different. But basically his dad retired, and he was a blue collar, you know, hard working class man. And in his retirement, he wanted to fly planes, light planes, little gliders, whatever. But in his head, he was like, men like me don't do things like that. I'm a working class blue collar man and I don't fly planes. That was his mentality. That was his mindset. That was how he grew up. That was his blueprint, and he couldn't get out of that. So Greg, having lots of money, thought it would be a great idea to help his dad get through that, get him on his dream flying planes. So along comes Christmas Day. They're unwrapping presents under the tree, and Greg's dad opens up a Matchbox Aston Martin. And they have a good laugh, and Greg said, "There's your first Aston Martin, Dad." A couple hours later, Greg's like, "Come out to the driveway, I've got something to show you." There's the real Aston Martin with a nice big bow on the front. His dad, of course, was like, "Oh, I can't accept this, I can't do this." And Dad, just take the Aston Martin. Go and drive it, enjoy yourself, enjoy retirement. A week later, he rings home to check in. "Hey, Ma, how's it all going? How's Dad?" "Oh, it's been great, son. Dad, I haven't even seen your father. It's been fabulous. He's out driving that car all around the place and loving life. And he's a different man." "So how's the plane thing going? Is he up flying yet?" "Oh, he's got his first lesson booked." So the moral of the story is you behave the way you want to live, and obviously how you want to project yourself. So if you're the one saying, "I can't do this, this isn't me, this is not what people like me do," you're holding yourself back. You've just got to think, "I can do this," and project into that you. Find your flow and the rest will follow. So how do you build a personal brand that aligns with your values and creates a cohesive look for your brand? Okay, so where do we start? There's three major components to building your personal brand. There's yourself, which is you, your logos, your colors, your brand. There's your customer avatar. So who are they? Where are they? Where are they at? And there's your perceived value. Know your worth, price accordingly. And it all starts with your why. So your why is very much about your goals and values, lifestyle goals, family goals, business goals. After you've been at it a while, there's always giving back, contribution, how can I help others? And your big, hairy, audacious goals, your BHAGs, which if you're not sure what they are, they're usually improbable, but not impossible. So it could be, I'm going to make $1 million. It's not impossible. You can do it. But it may in the short term seem like it's highly unlikely, but it's not, there's no harm in setting those goals, because if you don't set them, how are you ever going to get there? Being authentically you in business. So what are the impacts on your business when you're not confident? All right, guys, here's one for the chat box. How do you feel on the self-confidence scale? 1, 2, or 3. 1 is I exude confidence. I'm so super confident. 2, yeah, I can fake it pretty well. And 3, I'm completely out of my depth. Chuck it in the chat box. 1, 2, 3. Let's see where everyone's at. Awesome. I've got a 1. 1 and 2. Yeah, cool. 2. Okay. We're doing well. Awesome. So we're all well on our way to feeling confident within our business. I love it. No one's going to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. You're not going to come across as genuine, and you need to build that trust factor. Okay, so let's start with your customer avatar. You need to be really specific when you're working out your customer. So obviously we've got demographics. Are they male, female? How old are they? Are they married? Are they single? Do they have children? All your basic stuff that is your ideal customer. What are their values? What are their goals? Especially what are their pain points? This is where we need to hit with the marketing. How are you going to help them get over these pain points that they have? Where are they hanging out? Online and in person? What cafes are they at? Where are they going to shop? Are they going to church? Are they going to community events? What social media are they using? Are they Facebook? Are they Twitter? Are they Instagram? Are they Snapchat? Like, where is your audience at? They could be LinkedIn, but they're not going to be on all of them. And you can't physically be everywhere. So find out where they're at and start there with one piece of social media. Where do they shop? Either online or in store. What are they reading? And who are they following? So every industry has people that are experts or influencers in the industry. Are they following them? Are they following your competitors? Because you can use that in your marketing as well. It's really good with Facebook ads and things like that, where you can really target. If you know that they're following this person over here, target that, find them. And what keywords are they using? If you're using the wrong keywords, if you're being all fancy schmancy and they have no idea what you're talking about, they're not going to be able to find you. They need those keywords and hashtags. Find out what they're using. I'm going to use an example from the photography industry. Say you're a maternity photographer. You've got some fancy package name like New Beginnings or something like that. Nobody knows about it. You don't want to use that as your keyword and your hashtags. And they might not even know what maternity photography is. Sounds weird, but sometimes they don't know these words. So pregnancy photos, belly photos, milk bath sessions is a really fancy one right now. Find out the keywords that they're using and use them in your marketing. Your brand statement. So what are your values? Who do you help? Why do you do what you do? Why should they buy from you or hire you? Your goals, mission, and promise. And how can you be seen as a leader in your niche to amplify your expert status? So here are two big brand names that I'm sure you know, and their brand statements. 1 or 2 sentences, not several paragraphs, not I do this and this and this and this, and I help all of these people. 1 sentence is all you need. If Google and Facebook can do it in a sentence, you can do it in a sentence. So Google's is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. Simple, right? Facebook, to give people the power to share and make the world more open and connected. So when Facebook's changing their algorithms all the time, they're coming back to this brand statement. It's all about power to the people, making it harder for businesses, but that is their brand. That is their brand statement. It's all about the connections. Your network equals your net worth. So the bigger your reach, the more you can make. So the next steps. First of all, create a consistent message. This can be hard. Everyone's kind of spraying and praying. I'll try this, I'll try that. Sit down, work out your plan and structure it. And, if it's not working, just tweak it along the way. Is your personal branding avatar consistent with the way your audience perceives you? Is your message clear and does it align with your values? Mostly, the most important thing is that it aligns with your values. That's where it all starts to fall apart. Find your ideal clients. So where are they hanging out? Do they resonate with you? And are you the best person to help them? And why? Build your network. Surround yourself with people who support you and will help you grow. Find people who are where you want to be and get close to them. Build strategic alliances and collaborate. It's all about building your tribe of like-minded individuals that are going to support you. It's not necessarily your friends and family that are going to be there building you up and taking you on your journey. Keep learning. Create time in your schedule to read, watch webinars, go to seminars, do market research. The world is moving at a very, very fast pace, and if we don't keep up, we get left behind. So make time to keep bettering yourself and upgrading your skills. Set goals. Create achievable daily actions. Measure your progress. Celebrate your wins. That's very important. Otherwise, we just get stuck in Groundhog Day. Don't focus on what you can't control and be consistent. Consistency always trumps motivation. Be authentic. You need to be genuine. Remember the passion that got you here. Be grateful. The most amazing opportunities are right here in front of you right now. Keep adding value and create a relationship before going in for the sale. Okay, so I want to invite you all to my half-day workshop that's coming up on the 19th of September for creative female entrepreneurs. Now, what we've been talking about here is all part of what this workshop's going to encompass. We're going to do worksheets together. We're going to nut it all out, and so you can put all the pieces together and figure out where the gaps are in your branding and how you're going to take the next steps to create that momentum. We're also going to go into pricing for profit, so you're not undercutting yourself. Too many people are just working their guts out and not getting paid enough for it. That creates burnout, you quit, end of story. We don't want that. We want you to live your passion and create a profitable business. Daily workflows and automations. I love automations. Set and forget. You can max out your day and you don't have to worry about all the manual doing all the time. There's so many tools now online to schedule your social media and send emails on autopilot and collect data, and you just need to know how to put them all together and where you're at in your journey might, change that. And obviously your mindset. Get out of your own head and start playing big. Simple. It's not really simple. Mindset is a huge thing that takes a lot of work, but sometimes you just need a little bit of hand-holding with that. So that's at the Pineapple Hotel. If you jump on that link, workshop.leonibolt.com, I've got a special deal for you guys. Basically, it's just $1 to register for the workshop. I want to make sure I create massive value for you. And then the day after the workshop, it's $47. You'll be charged afterwards. I just want to make sure that I'm giving you heaps of value and that you're not wasting your time. And if you don't find that you're getting anything out of it, just let me know and I'll refund you your $1 and you've had morning tea on me. So simple, right? But I really want to create some value for you guys and get you moving and get some momentum happening. Also, if you want to just jump on a call with me, you can do that at leonibolt.youcanbook.me. So I can work out where you sit and where your gaps are and what you need to work on. And obviously, if you need to create some content, that's my expertise as well. So we can work out what your game plan is moving forward and how we can help you create that content, to use across all your different platforms. So thank you very much, everybody, for jumping on. If you haven't already joined my Facebook group, it's Women Empowered to Shine. And there's a couple of other links where you can find me there as well. So I really hope to see you at the workshop. It's going to be a really fun day. We've got morning tea included. And it's going to be a real good doing day where we can all put our heads together and help each other. So sometimes just getting in a room with like-minded people on the same journey can really help us get outside of that box and break through those barriers. So I hope to see you all there. Otherwise, if you do want to just have a chat, it's, we'll do half an hour on the phone and we can start nutting out the next steps for you. So hope to see you all again soon. Ciao for now. Have a great day.